I knew we'd get a reaction. I think I've been quoted as saying I was looking forward to it. You know, I think it probably helped us playing in those conditions where we had to be super physical. But as I said, post-game, our accuracy was very impressive. And it's a big deal to nil a team these days. You know, it doesn't happen very often. You know, and to do it in the manner that we did at the end of the game, Brian Fitzgerald in particular holding guys up over his own try line, the way we stuck in it there, yeah, very pleasing. It's just what we needed from the week before. I'd say Mike will be all right, Jerry. We've looked after Mike. He got a bit of a bang on his leg, but we looked after him. Billy, I'm not so hopeful on. I'll be honest with you there, and certainly I'm not going to push him and bring him back when he's not ready to come back. But the others I mentioned are certainly back in the mix. Nanks, did you mention Tom Farrell then as well, didn't you? They're certainly back in the mix. You know, and we've got more good news there. We've got like Rory Scannell, Shane Daly, Paddy Patterson all coming back. You know, in November we've got Dermot Coolgallen, Liam Coombs, Takir Abrahams, even O'Mahony. You know, they'll be back at some point in November, which is only weeks away. You know, so this crisis, you know, we lost a few bodies, but certainly everyone will be due to be back on deck at the end of November from the recent injuries. Our intensity, Tom, from the start of the game, you could see a real intensity in those conditions against a good team. We've had a few good ding-dongs with them in the last year or so. And then in the second half, into the wind, although the wind was coming from everywhere, certainly the rain was. The second half, we had one shot to really get into their 22 from a line-out, a nice trick line-out play that Mike had come up with, and we did it. You know, we did it with Jack O'Donoghue, who'd moved position in the back row into Shea McCarthy, then back to Jack, and Jack scores. We had one shot, and we took it. So our accuracy in those conditions really pleased me. They work hard. Everyone spoke about their defence, particularly when Jack's coming. The speed of their line speed. They work hard. They scramble well. They make life difficult for you around the breakdown. They've got some great launch plays off the line out, breaking out of mauls. You can't give them penalty access. You know, they've got quality, a large quality squad with threats across the board. Well, certainly, for a club game, that's not a playoff game. 75,000. No, I never realised that you don't get it till you're in it. I always remember speaking to Stuart Lancaster, who came over here before I did, and he was just telling me about how he navigates moving over and travelling and whatever. And he said, "You realise we can never speak again." Now I've joined Munster, and he's with Leinster. I said, "What do you mean?" I get it now. You know, there's an intense rivalry there and a very respectful rivalry. They're a great team. Achieve good things.
Yeah, been brilliant so far. Found my feet pretty quickly, to be honest. I was quite lucky. Just moved all my stuff from Galway. Got a place, settled in pretty early. Moved in probably 2-3 weeks before pre-season started, just to get myself settled a bit more, and so I didn't have to kind of rush in last minute. So other than that, it's been pretty good so far. It was a pretty easy decision once the conversation started. Once that kind of offer came in, it was a pretty easy decision. Obviously, the history behind the club, the way that the team are playing over the last couple of seasons, I thought it'd suit my game. Obviously, the success of the club as well in the last couple of seasons, and how far they're going in competitions, and obviously to win in the URC 2 years ago and top in the league last year, it was kind of a no-brainer from my end, to be honest. So I put them conversations that I had abroad on hold pretty quickly. Yeah, there's a few in the rucks, all right. It was a weird all game, to be honest. Obviously I was unbelievably excited for it, but I was nervous that game. Obviously there was the added thing of my first game in Croke Park, being it against my old team, and I just wanted to give probably my best account of myself in front of the home fans as well. So thankfully we got the result on the day. Yeah, absolutely. To be honest, when I did sign and I seen that fixture in the calendar, I'll be honest, I was quite giddy for it. Hopefully now come Thursday when we announce selection, I'll be involved in some capacity. We're expecting an unbelievably intense game from Leinster, especially that the team that they put out last week is, if you look at it, it's probably up there with one of the best teams you'll see in World Rugby. So we know what's coming. It'll be test match intensity. And given the venue of it as well, it's just going to be an unbelievable occasion.